Here's a look at the radar. We've got some showers and storms out there. A couple of downpours too. This will take the rest of this afternoon into this evening to work its way slowly eastward through Maine. Not everyone going to get in on these, but most of us will get some version of showers and thunderstorms. And then by early tomorrow morning, this front is basically offshore with just some showers over Washington and Hancock County. The rest of us will be partly cloudy, turning to sun through the middle of the day. Beautiful afternoon tomorrow. We need it. We haven't seen much sun. Mid 70s, pleasant. And then we're dry on Friday, but it's cool, only in the 60s. High thin clouds working in, working in, working in. This is actually going to be the outer edge of Lee. So Lee, still a hurricane, winds 105, so weakening now, getting stretched, elongated. If you remember what it looked like yesterday and this morning, and now it's getting pulled poleward, which is what happens as hurricanes move into more northern latitudes, and it's still down in Florida, so you imagine what it's going to look like by the time it gets here. So the shear, the water temperatures, all that just beating on Lee as it moves up the coastline into a Category 1 by Friday afternoon. Probably still a Category 1 on Saturday morning, but it's holding on for dear life. Then it gets into Maine's waters, where if you've ever set your toe, it is very inhospitable, so it starts to tear it apart. We're probably down to a tropical storm by the time Lee passes somewhere over either down East Maine or just to the east during the day on Saturday. So the track really hasn't changed all that much. Little wobbles will impact things now, but not as drastically as they did a few days ago. So now we'll be talking about, okay, wobble west means we can get a gust to 58. Wobble east means, oh, actually it's 49. So, we're starting to get, the goalposts are getting smaller and smaller. We're not going to move them, but they're getting smaller and smaller. And so the winds will be strong here during the day on Saturday out of the north and northwest. So not your typical nor'easter because of the position of the low. And we'll be gusting to 50 to 55, I think, is a fair bet along the coastline. A couple of spots inland will do the same. I don't think there's a whole lot higher than that. We gave us a chance to 60. I don't think there's much higher than 55 or so for most of us, and then it kind of winds down on Saturday night. It's a rainy day, it's a windy day all day. We're going to see some power outages. Our ground's already saturated. Additional rainfall amounts here could be 2 to 4 inches. The wobbles in the track will move this around a little bit, so stay tuned on that part. But because the ground is saturated and the leaves are still in the trees, it'll be an outsized power outage event compared to the wind speeds, if that makes any sense. And of course, the waves will be really, really big. Most of these will be out over the open ocean, but some of them will make their way on shore. Pretty big size, 10 to 15 foot waves here. Good news with the north-northwest wind, we're not piling water on shore in a storm surge kind of way. So I think I'm in the same spot as I was a day or two, guys. This will not be a pleasant day. We will have power outages. It's not a catastrophe. You don't need to do anything too special here. Charge your batteries if you don't have a generator, all that kind of stuff. But that's it. And then we'll be back on the other side on Sunday. Showers coming through on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday look quiet. So, yeah, I don't know. Any questions about this?
No, what I'm hearing, though, is just use common sense. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be anything wild. It could have been worse. It's hard to get a strong hurricane into Maine, and we're thankful for that.
Yep.
The water's very cold.
Right.
We're very far north. It's just, it's hard to do, and I don't think this is going to be that time that we do it.
I will say, in the release from the state, Maine Emergency Management Agency, Governor Mills, Central Maine Power, the other power companies, we've tried so far to cover all of these points.
Right.
Making sure you're not going out in weather that's not safe.
Yeah.
Making sure you're taking care of your home, your property, your boats.
Yeah, pull some boats if you're not comfortable. Sure.
I feel like most of these things have been addressed, but they are good reminders for people to have as we get closer to this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, there are certain things. A lot of marinas in SoPo made people pull their boats anyway. So there's a lot of this going on. Just do the best you can. Like I said, I think we'll be all right.
Treat it like a blizzard in terms of a power outage.
Yeah, without the snow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.